Grade 8 students. Let us have another topic in health education. This is about responsible parenthood. Our main topic of our lesson is about the essential newborn protocol, advantages of breastfeeding, and the importance of immunization among children. Our objectives in this lesson. At the end of the lesson, the students shall: Number 1. Discuss the essential newborn protocol and initiation of breastfeeding. Number 2. Enumerated the advantages of breastfeeding for both mother and child. Number 3. Recognize the importance of immunization in protecting children's health. Hello grade 8 students. Welcome back.
And great to see you again.
Before we discuss our lesson, let us have a pretest first. Direction. How much do you know about the essential newborn protocol, the advantages of breastfeeding, and the importance of immunization? Let us find out by answering the following questions and by encircling the correct answer below. Let us read together. Number 1. What is the campaign program of the DOH called the Essential Newborn Care Protocol among mothers? A. Abot kamay. B. Unang yakap. C. Kanina. D. Aruga. Number 2. What is the mother's role during and after pregnancy? Except A. To see to it that she gets the necessary prenatal and postnatal checkup. B. Eat nutritious food. C. Do exercises like walking, yoga and other form of exercises. D. Smoking and drinking alcoholic beverage is good for mothers. Number 3 is the traditional and ideal form of infant feeding, eating an infant's nutritional needs for his first 4 to 6 months of life. A. Breastfeeding. B. Commercial powder milk. C. Cow's milk. D. Water. Number 4. What is the process of milk production initiated by prolactin hormone in the mammary glands? A. Probiotic. B. NBS. C. Lactation. D. Antibodies. Number 5 is a way of protecting the human body against infectious diseases through vaccination. A. ENC. D. Immunization. C. NBS. D. Injections. Now let us check your answers if you got it correctly.
Very good.
If you got a perfect score, you are familiar with our lesson. For those who got below 5, don't worry, later on you will understand as we go on with our lesson. Before we finally start with our lesson, let us have a recap of our previous lesson.
From the previous
lesson, it discussed about pregnancy care of prenatal and postnatal health care for expectant mothers. It involves trainings pre-pregnancy, pregnancy, and labor-delivery for mom and baby. Hence, or newborn screening is the practice of testing all babies in their first days of life for certain disorders and conditions that can hinder their normal development. If you really understand the previous lesson, try to explain why it is important for mothers to undergo prenatal and postnatal care and newborn screening. I am glad that you learned something from our previous lesson. Now grade 8 students, are you ready? Do you know about the essential newborn protocol? What is all about? ENC or Essential Newborn Care is a care that every newborn baby needs regardless of where it is born or its size. ENC should be given applied immediately after the baby is born and continue for at least the first days after birth. Early initiation and exclusive breastfeeding, thermal care, including prompt drying and covering at birth, maximizing skin-to-skin contact, delayed bathing, maintaining warm chain, hygiene practices, including cord care and caregiver hand washing.
In the Philippines,
We call this ENC or the newborn care as Unang Yakap. What is this Unang Yakap program of the DOH? Unang Yakap is the campaign to spread the use of essential newborn care protocol. Philippines is one of the 42 countries accounting for 90% of all global deaths under 5-year-old children. Highest number of newborn deaths occur in the first 2 days of life. ENC implementation has the potential to avert approximately 70% of newborn deaths that are due to preventable causes. There are steps or procedures in Unang Yakap of the DOH or from the Department of Health. What are these steps? As you can see in the pictures, there are 4 steps of Unang Yakap. Number 1, immediate and thorough trial of the newborn. Number 2, early skin-to-skin contact between mother and newborn. Number 3, properly timed cord clamping and cutting. Number 4, noon separation of newborn and mother for early breastfeeding. Again, how are these steps benefits the baby or the newborn? 1, immediate and thorough triumph for 30 seconds to 1 minute warms the newborn and stimulates breathing. 2, early skin-to-skin contact between mother and newborn, and delayed wash-up for at least 6 hours prevents hypothermia, infection and hypoglycemia. 3, properly timed cord clamping and cutting prevents anemia and protects against brain hemorrhage in premature newborns. This means waiting for the cord pulsations to stop between 1 to 3 minutes. 4, continuous non-separation of newborn and mother for early breastfeeding protects infants from dying from infection. The first feed provides colostrum. What do you think are the advantages of breastfeeding for the mother and the child? The advantages of breastfeeding are: 1, it is economical and not riotous. 2, it promotes emotional bonding between the child and the mother. 3, mother's milk has an antibody that protects the infant from certain diseases. Let us define the following.
breast milk is the best food since
It contains essential nutrients suitable for the infant's needs. It is also nature's first immunization, enabling the infant to fight potentially serious infections.
it contains growth factors that enhance the
Maturation of an infant's organ systems. Lactation, it is the period of milk production initiated by the prolactin hormone in the mammary glands. The mother's milk is bluish and watery.
It has approximately
7 kcals per 100 ml or 20 kcals per ounce and 1.2 grams protein per 100 ml. An average of 850 ml of mother's milk is produced every day. The first thick yellowish fluid that comes out from 2nd to 5th day after delivery is called colostrum. It should be given to all newborns because of its high protein contents. Healthy childcare entails breastfeeding of the baby. Breastfeeding, it is the traditional and ideal form of infant feeding, meeting an infant's nutritional needs for his first 4 to 6 months of life. Human milk is clean. It lowers the risk of intestinal illness and general infection. Mother's milk provides a host of protective factors, both cellular and hormonal. Breast milk contains antibodies that helps the immune system of the infant strong. It is non-allergenic and easily digested. There is a law or regulation about breastfeeding. This is called the Republic Act No. 7600. This act shall be known as the Rumangin and Breastfeeding Act of 1992. The state adopts Rumangin as a national policy to encourage, protect, and support the practice of breastfeeding. It shall create an environment where the basic physical, emotional, and psychological needs of mothers and infants are fulfilled through the practice of Rumangin and breastfeeding. Do you know the importance of immunization among children? What is the importance of this?
Immunization is
A simple and effective way of protecting children from serious diseases. It not only helps protect individuals, it also protects the broader community by minimizing the spread of disease. Vaccines work by triggering the immune system to fight against certain diseases. What are the different types of immunization given to the children? BTP, also known as diphtheria, tetanus, pertussis, this is anti-4 whooping cough. OPV, oral polio vaccine, this is anti-polio. MMR, measles, mumps, rubella, this is anti-German measles. BCG, this is anti-TB or tuberculosis. HIV, Haemophilus influenza B vaccine, this is anti-meningitis. Hep B, this is anti-hepatitis B.
varicella vaccine, this is
Anti-chickenpox. Now before we end up our lesson, let us have an activity. Let us read the direction.
explain what is Unang Yakap program.
Program of the DOH. And enumerate the steps or procedure of essential newborn care protocol. Okay, grade 8 students, let us summarize what we have learned today, or we can call it wrap up. Changes in the mother's body during pregnancy are evident due to the developing fetus. Pregnant woman should watch for her health. She should submit herself to regular checkups and healthy lifestyle to give the baby sufficient nutrition. Giving birth can be safe and easy, but during some deliveries, unexpected life-threatening problems may arise. Delivering in a hospital with qualified doctor is the safest way. Breastfeeding is essential in a proper childcare. Mother's milk is economical and nutritious, and it promotes emotional bonding between the mother and the child. For our value. In addition to this lesson, all mothers need to maintain a healthy diet to promote healing and recovery. The weight gain in pregnancy helps build stores for the recovery and breastfeeding. After delivery, all mothers need to eat well so that they can be healthy and active and able to care for their baby. Okay, grade 8 students, let us evaluate what you have learned in this lesson. Let us answer the post-test. Direction. Read the following statements carefully. Choose the best answer from the box and write your answer beside each statement below. Number 1 is a simple and effective way of protecting children from serious diseases. Number 2 is the best food since it contains essential nutrients suitable for the infant's needs. It is also nature's first immunization, enabling the infant to fight potentially serious infections. Number 3, this act shall be known as the Rooming in and Breastfeeding Act of 1992. Number 4, what is ENC stands for? Number 5, it is the period of milk production initiated by prolactin hormone in the mammary glands. Now let us check your answers whether you learned in today's lesson.
Very good.
Thank you for listening.